Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Wednesday, October 27th, 2021. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. Last night was the Arts Council's Annie Awards, and what a great group of honorees, but extra special for me with several friends. Allison Harbaugh for the Arts Maverick, Rob Levitt for the Arts Leadership, and Commissel Brown for the Visual Arts. What a great evening, and then we actually capped it off by saying farewell to Fido one more time. They are closing for good on the 30th. So, a little bit tired this morning, but we do have some news to share, so shall we? Yesterday morning at about 5:30 a.m., the Anne Arundel County Police were called to the 1900 block of Woodsboro Place in Edgewater. Now, this is in the Woodland Beach section for the unknown disturbance. They found an 85-year-old woman identified as Zakia et al. Zahama suffering from serious trauma. She was taken to an area hospital but unfortunately died en route. Her vehicle was missing, as was her 55-year-old son, identified as Ayman Ghazi Zahama. Detectives did locate him a little bit later on yesterday, and evidence pointed to him as the suspect in the murder, and he has been charged with the murder of his mother and is being held on a no-bond status. Police have not specified the motive, but are asking anyone that may have any information to contact them at 410-222-4731. This is the 15th murder in the county so far this year. In the Things I Learned on the County Executive's Media Call segment today, COVID shots for kids have one more hurdle to clear. That would be the CDC, and then they will be rolling out to the 5 and older crowd here in Anne Arundel County. Our health officer, Dr. Kylie Naraman, said that the county's initial allotment will be about 10,000 doses, and there are about 51,000 kids in that 5 to 11 range in the county. They will be administering children's doses at the regular county vaccine clinics as well as in schools themselves. A list of the school locations has not yet been released, and both the county executive and Dr. K re-implored people to get the vaccine. You only have 4 more nights to enjoy outdoor dining in Annapolis. Mayor Buckley sent out a reminder yesterday that because the state of emergency has ended, the outdoor dining in the streets and in parking lots will also come to an end on November 1st. That's for most restaurants. Middleton's, McGarvey's, Iron Rooster, Federal House, and Market House have signed a lease with the city to continue outdoor dining through at least 2022. Now, if your favorite restaurant did have outdoor dining prior to COVID, that still will be happening and or returning. I'm thinking Carroll's Creek and their deck, Red Wine Bar out on the sidewalk. Ram's Head also has some sidewalk, but their back patio, Stan and Joe's, they'll all be coming back. And while Annapolis City is closing up outdoor dining, the Annapolis Town Center seems to be expanding it. They have begun renovations around the former Brio restaurant to be a village green with a new boathouse pavilion, and that's going to include fire pits, lots of outdoor seating, smaller little performance areas, and a community gathering space. No word on when it will be complete, but it is currently under construction. And they are adding wayfinding in and leading to the garages, so you're going to know exactly how many spots are available in which garages, and you're also going to look for some more murals from local artists. St. Mary's Schools has a new boss. Dr. Andrew Moore has been named the new president of the elementary and high schools. He was selected from a nationwide search and will take over for Deacon Leroy Moore, who has been the acting president for the past 18 months. Hey, and there's a bonus. They can save money on the signs. They're both named Moore. Anyhow, Dr. Moore is no stranger to St. Mary's. He has lived in the area for 30 years, is married to a St. Mary's alumna, and has 2 kids who graduated from the school. His educational background includes a 21-year stint at Calvert Hall. I would say welcome to Annapolis, but he's already here, so let's just say welcome aboard, Dr. Moore. Up this weekend on the Local Business Spotlight will be Anthony and Sean from Galway Bay talking about their fantastic eggnog. Next week, it is Monica from Bread and Butter Kitchen. And send me some suggestions on who it should be the following week. I'll reach out to them. Oh, and also, don't forget, leave us a review or a rating if you are someplace where you can do that. All right, that is it for the news. But first, a quick thank you to our 4 sponsors for today's Daily News Brief: Solar Energy Services, the Kristi Neidhardt Team of Northrop Realty, a Long & Foster Company, Rehab Trooper Forum, and Scott Gibson for Alderman in Ward 2. So now hang tight. We have George Young from DCMDVA Weather standing by with your locally forecast weather report. All of that in just a few seconds.
Hi, I'm Scott Gibson, candidate for Annapolis City Council in Ward 2. Did you know that the city has let 1 in 5 police positions go vacant this year? Think about that for a minute. That's 20%. I'm running for city council because I believe a $152 million budget should be enough to make the investments our community needs. We simply cannot continue to go back to the taxpayer time after time after time and ask for more, especially when our tax rates are already 35% higher than Anne Arundel County. If elected, I'll leverage my nearly 2 decades of experience running $100 million organizations to bring focus and efficiency to your city council, something I think has been lacking. To learn more or to contact me, please visit scott-gibson.com. Again, that's scott-gibson.com.
Paid for by Friends of Scott Gibson, Sandy Crosier, Treasurer. When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Wednesday, October 27th. Yesterday brought some gusty PM winds as expected after some very early AM rains, and while today will remain breezy, with winds gusting over 25 miles per hour at times, it should be fairly sunny with temps in the low to mid-60s for highs. More sunshine and 60s expected tomorrow ahead of our next rainmaker on Friday, which could be another soaking rain before the end of October, with a few more showers possible Saturday ahead of a nice finish Halloween Sunday with mixed skies and temps in the mid-60s. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DC, MDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there. Stay healthy and be safe. And of course, be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter each day and download our app at DCMDVA Weather from the Apple or Google App Stores on all of your devices so you can always stay weather informed.
Another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt of the Kristi Neidhardt Team from Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company.
So maybe you've heard by now, the real estate market is hot. Actually, on fire might be a better term. And if you've been thinking about changing your address lately, but need to get your house market ready, here are a few simple tips to make your house shine. Clear the clutter. Basically making your house look like no one lives there when you still live there. Removing everything from kitchen and bathroom countertops is a great start. Give your house a deep clean. We're not just talking about a simple dust and vacuum. Think of this as detailing your house. Get into those hard-to-reach places, especially in the rooms buyers will focus on, like the kitchen and bathrooms, and power wash the outside walkways and decks. A fresh coat of paint can go a long way. Light gray and white trim is a safe choice. And finally, talk to us. The Kristi Neidhardt Team can help you find things you might not notice around your house that can make a huge difference in your sale price.
That's another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt. To get in touch, call 410-295-6579 or visit kn-team.com. That's kn-team.com.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, President of Solar Energy Services, with your Clean Energy Minute. Does your home experience power outages? Or maybe you're concerned about energy resilience in general? If so, that's another great reason to consider clean, quiet solar-powered energy with battery backup. You may have heard residential solar adoption has rapidly increased during the pandemic for multiple reasons, and many homeowners like yourself are adding battery backup and electric vehicle charging to their solar projects. And with Maryland's residential energy storage income tax credit, along with the federal tax credit for batteries when paired with solar, the economics are quite compelling, and that secure feeling is even better. So whether you're looking for clean energy, energy resilience, or overall peace of mind with solar energy, we can help. To schedule a free solar design, call us today at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net. But hurry, sunshine's a-wasting.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.